Welcome to the news. The headlines. How Fani Kayode said unforgivable things against Buhari. Wished president's son death. Femi Adesina. Now the news in detail. In a statement by President Buhari spokesman Femi Adesina, the presidency said Fani Kayode had, however, received mercy and forgiveness from the Nigerian leader. The presidency has said that a former minister of aviation, Femi Fani Kayode, said unforgivable and unpardonable things against President Muhammadu Buhari prior to his recent defection to the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). In a statement by President Buhari's spokesman, Femi Adesina, the presidency said Fani Kayode had, however, received mercy and forgiveness from the Nigerian leader. Fani Kayode, who was widely criticized over his defection to APC and was, however, received last week into the party by President Buhari. However, in the statement, Femi Adesina claimed that his principal demonstrated the attributes of God by forgiving Fani Kayode all his previous attacks. The statement reads in part, between last week and now, vitriol poured by FFK on anybody with the slightest affinity to APC has been dug up serially. He has said things straight from the gutters, things that a natural man will call unforgivable and unpardonable. Against President Buhari, the first family, Yusuf Buhari, whom he wished had died when the later had an almost fatal back accident. APC as a party, the government, leaders of the party, groups and individuals. Even this writer has suffered horrid descriptions from FFK in many write-ups. Buhari showed him mercy, dropping like gentle rain from heaven when he could have otherwise spat into the sky, collecting the spit with his own face. Was that not what me and you would have done? Confess. We would have told FFK to go to hell and stay there. But Buhari did not. He displayed an attribute of God, forgiveness. In my opinion, to err is human, to forgive is divine. We have seen the very defection from every member of a particular party to another. It is a common thing among politicians. They here today remain breathing fire and brimstone on another party, saying all sort of things about the opposing party. This happens on, and at the end of the day, we are not going to be surprised how the same person that said all sort of things against an opposing party will cross over from one party to another. And no matter the gravity of whatever has been said, it is politics. Like why we say business is business. It's politics. So the other party would also welcome. It's not going to be the first time, neither would it be the last, that somebody who have said so many things against an opposing party will come and still join them. It has never. It's happened. It has happened and will keep happening. So politically, it is nothing new. It is nothing new. It is not news under the sun that this will happen. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those saying all sort of things against Fani Kayode also deflect into all progressive party Congress. It's not going to be news. It is not news. And so but my issue is, if we are truly saying that the president has a forgiving spirit, there are many offenses. People have spoken out of anger. people have said all sort of things. And those things people said, they were held on to them by the government. They were held on to them by the government. For instance, before this Twitter ban, there are all sort of things we have been said on Twitter about the presidency, about the federal government, about the insecurity of things happening. And what happened? The federal government did not forgive. Neither did they display an attribute of mercy. They went ahead and banned Twitter. Then, and they even placed, before the ban could be lifted, they placed some things to be done by Twitter before the ban can be lifted. So the president should please extend this attribute of God to not just people in his party. That is what we are pleading about now. He should extend it to others, all others. What is good for the goose is also good for the gander. And of course, we are all human beings. He should extend this loving attribute of God to people of Nigeria. He should listen to our plea. He should forgive us if we have offended him and tackle the situation that is facing the country right now. One of the most life-threatening situations here is security. Nobody is secure. Nobody. There is no one that would tell you that he or she can boast of being safe with everything going on in the country. You are not even free. Apart from the fact that you're not free, we do not have our fundamental human rights. We say our mind and we exercise our fundamental human rights, which one of them is freedom of speech, and we are punished for it. So all I'm saying is the president should please extend this loving attributes of God to we, the people he's governing, so we can really say truly, our president is a loving person and has displayed and is or possess an attribute of God. Femi, I can understand you. Don't panic. He will not steal your shoe. You are all one and same. Exactly, since you have deflected from APC to APC now, they are all one. They are not even going to bring their personal interest into this. They are only going to put in their efforts to achieve the greater goal of the party. Everything personal now comes by the side. That's it. Since he has been accepted and all crimes have been forgiven, his black book has been cleared off. He is now starting afresh on a white slate. Every one of them is one. Then the same way I'm saying, since Boko Haram could be forgiven, why would FFK not be? Boko Haram that killed thousands, displaced millions, created orphans, widows and widowers, and we are forgiven. Took away people's means of livelihood, and we are forgiven. Exactly my point. Why would Nigerians, we are just pleading that there's an extension of this loving attributes of the federal government to Nigerians, so that we can indeed really see that he possesses an attribute of God. Thank you all for listening.